Egypt's 90 million population is young, it's growing, it's increasingly urbanized, it's increasingly brand aware with a busy, on-the-go lifestyle. The consumer sector, and particularly the snack food sector, is therefore very interesting. And the leading snack food business in Egypt is Edita.
Edita has been at the forefront of the change in consumption habits, from consuming loose to packaged, from unbranded to branded, and is very well priced. At 10 to 20 US cents, so it's very affordable to the population.
It was set up from scratch by the Berzi family, one of the most respected business families in Egypt.
Edita employs more than 5,500 people, operates 4 factories, producing croissants, rusks, cakes, wafer and candies. More than 3.3 billion pouches a year. Edita has one of the strongest distribution in the country.
It's sold across over 70,000 points of sale, and 97% of payments are in cash.
Cakes are about 40% of the business, with around 55% market share. Croissant comes next, it's 30% of the business, and we have 60% of the market. So we're market leaders in these 2 categories.
Despite incredible success, Hani Berzi had upped the game to institutionalize the family business ahead of a stock market flotation.
The business was growing at a very high pace. It was important to bring in some investors that could add value to the business.
When we were looking at Edita, President Morsi had just been elected. The Muslim Brotherhood were running the country, and it was a very difficult time.
I was skeptical if Actis will continue in the deal, and I asked them, are we really going to sign after what you have seen happening?
The easy answer would have been to down pens, but we saw a lot of potential in Edita.
Actis, they know what they are doing, and they will not invest without having the same point of view.
We were hugely flattered to be invited to invest in the business, and we felt we could help in 3 areas: the growth strategy, the brand strategy, and the institutionalization strategy.
Adding production capacity was an absolute essential component of the deal.
We launched a massive capital expenditure program. We have doubled our production capacity in the last few years. Our newest production facility accommodates up to 10 production lines that have high throughput. We're currently building a 5th factory with the highest European standards. This will further expand our production capacity and will accommodate up to 12 production lines.
However, the brand strategy was complicated by a significant risk. Over half of sales were actually brands owned by an American company, Hostess, that were manufactured by Edita in Egypt under license.
I used to carry this license and trademark agreement with me on my briefcase every morning because this agreement could be terminated. It would have impacted Edita aggressively. I asked Actis if they can support with their contact in the United States to finalize a deal to acquire the license.
After we acquire these brands, we can manage the portfolio as we originally wanted it to be. Twink is Coast and Tiger Tail, mass market brands, and Todo is the niche premium brand.
With 100% ownership of the brands and with the factory expansion underway, we could make serious progress on the institutionalization strategy.
The first step was a new modern head office, formulation of the board of directors with independent directors. The business today has a very well-established code of conduct, ESG policies. The business was on a journey to make it IPO ready.
I have done all steps to make sure that the company is ready and move on a fast track for an IPO.
There was a lot of internal restructuring that needed to be done, selecting the advisors for the IPO, the book runners.
A lot of presentations, a lot of data, relooking at data, scrutinizing everything.
The IPO was the listing on the Egyptian Stock Exchange with an issuance of a GDR on the London Stock Exchange. It was a huge success, 14 times oversubscribed, the largest listing following the Arab Spring. So it was really a cornerstone of the Egyptian recovery story.
And it also heralded the beginning of the exit phase for Actis. We sold half of our shares to facilitate the IPO, and then the other half over the following 2 years.
We invested $103 million and realized $263 million. That's an IRR of over 40%. A fantastic conclusion to our very successful partnership with Hani and with Edita.
It's always a huge leap of faith for any family company to invite in an institutional shareholder, and I hope we've lived up to those expectations.
I enjoyed the journey personally. They were very positive, very supportive to the management, whether in the board or outside the board. They look at opportunities for Edita to expand and achieve their strategic plan. They were very helpful, very professional. I can only say good thing about them.
We are proud of the original investment decision. It wasn't easy to see through the politics and the currency risk, but I think our sector and our geography insight gave us the opportunity to understand the true strength of the consumer business. To play a small part in bringing a business of this calibre to the attention of the international investing community through the IPO is a great source of satisfaction for us. And we leave behind now a terrific business with terrific management and a terrific future.